All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
40. Check. All day, baby, all day.
To throw again. Allen. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Hey, Charlie! It's alert! Spoke to Mike. Mike spoke. General West. In the face.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Max Williams. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. On third down, they go with Singletary. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Football's a mouth. 6-6. Pull it high. No. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check up. Half 85.
They run here with Singletary. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
We got 4.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
44 to Mike. Check. All 52. Check. 44. Mike, 44. Tackle. Half.
Now Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Allen now on third and goal. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Buffalo. Max Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set. 49's a Mike. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Check 20. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, seam 6. Undercrunch. Watch the safety creep. Check the backer. Get it.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
Check nickel. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Haywood.
On second down, Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Bravo.
A give running right, Drake. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go one more. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Regular. Kill.
On 2nd down now. Singletary. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. From the gun, it's Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, Yeldon. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now they'll throw with Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Throwing again on second down. Allen. The quick slant caught. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Alert blow, alert blow, alert blow.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Bills 14, Jaguars nothing. Stephen Hauschka, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Don't get nervous. Now.
Minshew sets to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
319! Choke team, spill! You go tight. You got it.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Fournette. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Yo, fast, get it.
On first down, Drake. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run with Drake. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
That's good for Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Blue Dan.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he hits Drake. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's it, 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 15 line. Watch the screen. 80 weapon. Hey, exit. 49, guys. Mike. No. Check the outs. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. All day, baby. All day. Let's go.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Let's go. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. On 1st down, Singletary. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back, 6-6, pull it high.
From the 44, Allen. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harris. This one back to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And some room to maneuver. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth.
Let's go. Check based on travel.
They'll run on first down. Drake. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Singletary to get the drive started. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Able to find Isabella. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little
they?
extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check. Pass 85, pass 85. Check. 44 is the mic. 44.
They'll run here with Singletary. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, Singletary. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun handoff down to Yeldon, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 43-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew, they'll set up the screen to Drake. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Back to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. On 1st down. Drake, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike's 57. 57's right. Rip right. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
That's right. Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
It's 4th down.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Bills, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Time to bring the bass bird.